Look on my face, I looked like I was so relieved of the pressure.
And I will continue to use it for my back for many years to come.
It's been one of the best purchases that I've ever made in my life.
I have 6 grandkids, and I am able to get on the floor and play with them. Thanks for being there for me. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work and stay upside down.
Man, it feels so good and just really relaxes you. I don't know that I'll ever not use this every day.
We use it every night right before we go to bed. We love our inversion table and we couldn't do without it.
I just really wanted to say thank you.
Hi there, welcome into HSN. Happy Sunday morning. My name is Ty Mayberry. I'm getting my spine aligned, decompressed, increasing flexibility, increasing mobility, increasing strength. And watch, I am in absolute complete control. I just move my arm like this, and I'm coming up this easy, just with the motion of my arm. That easy. Here in January, we are imploring you to explore the possibilities. And the possibility that I want you to explore in this hour is that 2022 is going to be your year of being pain-free. 2022 is going to be your year that you're going to take back control of that back pain, of that neck pain. And the way you're going to do it is with this. This is the Teeter Inversion Table, the FitSpine. Teeter is the #1 name when it comes to inversion tables worldwide, and this is their #1 inversion table. And yesterday when Colleen presented it was the first time it had ever been on air here at HSN. It is FDA certified as a Class 1 medical device. It is the only inversion table on the market that can say that. It is UL safety certified. I want you to take a look right here. I mentioned FDA Class 1 medical device certification for back pain, for sciatica, for spinal degenerative joint disease, for spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension. At some point in our lives, we all feel these things, or we all suffer from these things. Herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, and when we feel this, well, we feel a little hopeless. We feel like we run out of options, right? Our options are either take some medication constantly, which doesn't go to the source, it just kind of hits the symptoms, or you are paying someone on a weekly, monthly basis to adjust you, the deep tissue massage. How much are you paying for that? Well, this is your opportunity to rehabilitate kind of your back, to realign your back, to decompress your back in the comfort of your own home every single day, if you like, with the #1 name in inversion table worldwide. This is the one that has all the extra features, and we're gonna get into all those extra features coming up, like the lumbar support, the acupressure nodes, the easier in and out, the extended bar to make it easier for you to put the ankle system on to make sure you are secure. But here's what I want you to know right at the top. I want you to compare shop. And you're gonna see that it's at least $100 more everywhere else. It is the 23rd anniversary of Teeter here at HSN, so we're taking $100 right off the top of the price. Also, you're gonna save another $50 in shipping and handling because we're gonna cover the shipping and handling. And today, you're getting 5 flexible payments, which means all you have to put down today is $90. And it's $90 a month for 5 months, no added fee, no added interest. That's on your own debit card or your own credit card. Now, if you have the HSN card, this is why you have it. Because you can pay this off over a year. This qualifies for 12-month VIP financing. $37.50 is all you'd have to put down today. We will ship this out to you. Remember, we're covering the shipping and handling. We will ship this out to you after that first payment of $37.50. Now, if you don't have the HSN card, but that sounds great, you can sign up for it very easily at hsn.com or on the phone. And then you can put this on your card. Take a look at your screen. This is their #1 seller. This is their newest. This is the most feature-rich. This puts you in complete control. And all you have to do is recline and relax. Now, I'd love to invite in our special guest from the Teeter family. Riley Teeter is gonna be joining us for the entire hour. I'm so happy to have her here at the beginning of the year when a lot of us are thinking about health and wellness and what is something that we can do without breaking the bank. This is what we can bring into our own home. Hi, Riley, good morning.
Good morning, Ty. It's nice to meet you.
Yes.
So this is Go ahead.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yes, nice to meet you as well. You know, I feel like we've gotten the power back. So I went through some back issues. I actually had back surgery in 2009 because I didn't know where to turn. Even after then, rehabilitation was difficult. But I never felt like I had the power to do anything naturally and in a non-invasive way. And that's what your family has given everyone.
Yeah, that's the truth. My dad in his 40s had back pain, and he lived with it for 5 years, and it was so severe that on the worst days, he was having to roll out of bed. He was crawling to the shower to get hot water in his back just to be able to stand up. And you're right. You have very, very few options when you have back pain. And a lot of the answers that you're getting is this is something you're gonna have to live with and get used to it, and let's see if we can manage it. And he was living in pain and then was introduced to inversion because this concept has been around since 400 BC. Granted, not as comfortable as this one here, but they were hanging people upside down to stretch out their backs because there's a lot of natural benefits with the realignment, the stretching and relaxing the muscles and decompressing the joints and allowing the disc to rehydrate that gives you that natural pain relief. And so it was such a dramatic difference for him in his own pain that as an engineer, he set out to make it easier and more accessible for people. And that was 41 years ago. And really just word of mouth. I mean, he would go out and put them in the back of his van and drive to back stores and fitness stores and sell one at a time. And what's crazy and why we've been on HSN for 23 years is somebody's life has changed, and then they tell 5 people, and then, you know, and that's why we have so many reviews, and they're paragraphs long, these stories of change, is because this is a product where people sell it for us.
Yes, and you say people that it's changed their life. It's not hyperbole to say it is life-changing. If you've ever had any kind of back pain, neck pain, hip pain, that pain that you don't think you can get rid of, you don't think you have options, now, not only do you have a natural, non-invasive option, but the power is now in your hands, and this is their number one. This has all the upgraded features here. And right now, if you're shopping with me this morning, if you have a Teeter inversion table at home, I would love for you to call and tell us your story. This is the time to share those stories of people that are at home right now, that are living with pain. Maybe they want to be active again. They want to get back to playing tennis and pickleball or just chasing the kids around. Or maybe it's just sitting at the computer every day, sitting in that office chair, feeling that back pain. And these people think that they have no other option. So if you're at home and it has impacted your life in that positive way that we know so many have, I'd love for you to call in. We'll put the number up there on the screen so you can call in and let us know. Tell your story. The features on this one are absolutely great. As I keep saying, you are in absolute control of this, from that extra long bar on the ankle strap, the ankle system, that ergonomic. Take a look at the ankle system, how comfortable. This is unmatched support and comfort all the way up. You're getting the extra lumbar support. You are getting the acupressure nodes as well. This base is completely flexible, so you can stretch when you're in that inverted position. You also have a tether to set how far you want to go back, your limit. It's also height adjustable, so multiple people in the family can use it as well. And get this, when we do ship it to you, when it shows up to your front doorstep, it comes about 85% already assembled. So don't think you have to put all of this together. You're just going to kind of put in the big components, and you will be ready to go on a daily basis. Now, you can hear from Riley and I, and you will hear from Riley and I all hour long, but I'd love for you to hear from someone who is retired, who is a golfer, and how it impacted his life.
I love to golf. I walk 18 holes of golf every Sunday. I was hurting all the time, and golf was a chore. I wasn't hitting the ball that well. I saw the Teeter commercial, and I saw one of the guys saying, you know, he inverts and gets out and he plays. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. After like 10 or 12 days, I was fully inverting, and I'm flexing on it, and I'm like, wow, you know, it's giving your spine a mini vacation because you're taking all that pressure off of it, letting it stretch out. It's given me a lot of motion back. My pain is reduced. My outlook is great, and I'm hitting the ball the best I've hit since I've been playing golf, you know, since I was 30. I'm jazzed. I'm just, you know. Every Saturday we take the grandkids for like 5 or 6 hours, and pretty much anything they want to do, I can keep up with them. And that's huge. I mean, that's quality of life. That's big stuff. You can't buy that. And and that's what you want to do. Teeter helps me lead the physical life I want to live. I don't just endorse stuff unless it's made a big change in my life. And this is one of the things that's made a big change in my life.
I love what he said. He said, lead the physical life that you want to live. Maybe it is golf. Maybe it's just playing with the grandkids, increase flexibility, increase mobility. But how does it actually work? I'd love to bring Riley back in to maybe talk about maybe the science of it a little bit, because it's really, when you think about it, it's kind of simple. If gravity is kind of always pressing us down and then we flip it over to extend, that's where the magic is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You're using your body weight to pull traction. In fact, we have an animation that shows exactly what's going on in your spine because it's very unique. We are targeting back pain in 4 distinct ways. And that's why when we looked at that FDA list, you see things from sciatica to herniated disc to muscle spasm. There's 10 different conditions because it's so unique in the way that it interacts. So first, what you do is you set it to your height, you set the maximum angle of inversion, and then you recline and relax. And as you do that, each joint is being decompressed by the same weight that it normally has to carry when upright. So you are stretching and relaxing muscles. You are naturally realigning the spine. Now think about those 2 things alone. The first one is a visit to somebody. The second one is a visit to somebody else to both get the massage and the realignment, right? And then what's really unique and why this is such a game changer, and here you can see it, you can see you don't have to go to full inversion. And again, you don't have to spend half an hour on this. This isn't like a fitness item where you're committing to a big chunk of time. It's about the same amount of time as it takes to brush your teeth. So take care of your teeth 3 to 5 minutes. There you can see the realignment. And then here's the game changer. When we're laying there relaxed, your spine elongates. Now, these discs that separate each of the vertebrae, they're really critical to our mobility, to our ability to move, our flexibility, but also they're the key to the pain because when they become thin, the nerve roots can become entrapped. And when that happens, that's when you have the radiating pain, the sciatica, the pain down the shoulder, the numbness, the tingling. And when we invert, those discs can get to their full height capacity and they are rejuvenated because they don't have a blood supply. It's the moments when the pressure is off that they, like a sponge, kind of soak up the nutrition around them. That's what's feeding them. That's what's helping them rejuvenate. So if you have a herniated disc or the spinal degenerative joint disease, any of those, that's what we need to do throughout the day is give them the food, give them that rejuvenation many times to help them on their journey back towards wellness. But then also immediately, the reason people will say, I felt immediate relief is when those get to the full height capacity, the space for these nerve roots to exit becomes larger and we relieve the pressure and we relieve the pain.
Yes.
So it really is simple.
Say. Yes, over and over again. Like, even if you don't understand the science of it, which the science is actually pretty simple. We just kind of have to undo what's being done all day long. And I said, whether it's gravity, whether you're just sitting at a desk chair and you feel that in your back. If you take a quick look at your screen, this is Donna here in the studio this morning. A couple things I want to point out. Look at the control she has. Also notice she's not going to full inversion. If she wants to go to full inversion, she absolutely can. There she is twisting and flexing, increasing flexibility while that spine is pulled open. It just relaxes that spine open. And look at her arms. Look how she's controlling with her arms, nice and slow, nice and smooth, all the way back up, sitting up after a couple of minutes. And she's a new woman for the day. It's a new year, and you're getting $100 off today. So if you're just joining us, if you just tuned in, it is the 23rd anniversary of Teeter here at HSN. They've been in the business for over 40 years. They are the #1 name in inversion tables. This is the only one on the market. Teeter is the only one on the market that is FDA certified as a Class 1 medical device. So if you do feel the pain, you or a loved one or someone you know that it can feel a little bit hopeless because your options are either to pay someone a lot of money to adjust you and to do a deep tissue massage, or a lot of medication, which just targets the symptoms and not the problem. I want you to try this natural way, this non-invasive way. Take a quick look at your screen. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Back pain, I've had it. Sciatica, had that too. Spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, yes. Muscle tension, yes. All by laying back, relaxing, letting gravity and your own body weight do the work, and decompressing. Herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, muscle spasms. We're putting the power back in your hand today. Today it's on 5 flexible payments, so all you're putting down today is $90. We're gonna ship it out. In the shipping, we're gonna cover the shipping and handling. When it arrives to you, it's about 85% already assembled, so it'll be very easy to put together. You adjust your height, you are in complete control. I do wanna run a little testimonial here from the doctors. Let's hear it from the side of what doctors will tell you when you go into their office and talk about your back pain. Take a listen.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves, there's less compression with the facet joints, and the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
On a regular basis, he said, you know, if we're going to a chiropractor, we're going to get deep tissue massage, how regular can we actually do that? It's expensive. This you can do every single day. And the studies that have been done on this and the improvement, Riley, I'd love to ask you about the Nackhamson study, because I know a lot of studies have been done on this with amazing results. And I think we have something here about that Nackhamson study.
This study is specifically showing why just a few minutes of using the Teeter relieves back pain, and it's looking at the pressure in the disc in our different body positions. And we all know standing up, there's pressure in your spine. They set that at a baseline of 100% and then compared other body positions to it. Like, what are we doing throughout the day that's really causing back pain to become such an epidemic? And we all know when you bend over, you have to be careful. That's why they say lift with your legs. But this is why the Apple Watches and the devices out there that are tracking fitness want to know how much you're standing and give you, accolades for that, because there's so much pressure in your back when you're sitting. It's the new smoking as far as damage done to the body. But this is the real interesting point, is when you go to bed at night, you still have the equivalent of 25% of standing body pressure. And that's not because of actual weight, but because of the muscles and ligaments that encase the spine. They hold it in background compression. And really what that means for your back, well, here's the magic. Here's the magic. It says the study showed you have to pull 60% of your body weight to bring the pressure in the spine to at or near zero. And the reason that makes a difference is because when there's pressure on your back, those discs are not getting the nutrition and the food that they need. They're becoming dehydrated. And so they're like little sponges in the back, and there's no food supply, there's no blood going to them really, there's a very small amount. And when they get damaged, they cannot rejuvenate easily. They wait for the moments when you lay down, the pressure comes off of the spine, and then they can slowly absorb what they need. Now imagine if you had this bad back and you got the sciatica, you got the herniated disc, you're suffering. Waiting until you go to bed at night to kind of care for that disc maybe isn't enough. If you got on your Teeter 3 to 5 minutes, you do it a couple times a day, you go to it, you're gonna feed that disc, you're gonna help it rejuvenate, It's changing the trajectory. It's giving you the immediate relief by relieving the pressure and relieving the pain, but it's also giving you the long-term benefits. And what we find as well is that you may be targeting one specific spot that is hurting, that is screaming at you, but the entire spine benefits. So even if you don't have back pain, this is a maintenance program, and you have every disc getting the benefit. You have the realignment benefits. You have the posture change benefits. You're getting the circulation, the relaxation. There's so many side benefits. I mean, you think about it, the other option is you take a pill, you stop your body from hearing the screaming. It's still screaming. It has other side effects. There's all these negative things potentially with that option, where this is something natural. You turn to it. It is targeting the source of the ache. It's stopping the screaming. It's relieving the pain in 4 ways. You can see the first one here. It's stretching and relaxing muscles. That's why the FDA says muscle spasm, muscle tension. It's realigning the spine, and it is elongating the spine. And that is the real key. And that's something you can't find anywhere else. Yes, you can go get a massage for the muscles. Yes, you can go get an adjustment. But when we lengthen the spine like that, we are allowing those discs to rejuvenate. We're taking the pressure off the nerve roots, and that's why people have that immediate aha feeling.
Yes, and that's where it all starts. It all starts in the back, in the spine. If you've ever had any kind of back pain, backache, you know you can't do anything else. It all starts there. The spine and the back is both figuratively and literally the backbone of your overall health. That's where everything starts. So I ask you, here in 2022, you hear me say all the time, if you shop with me, I say, make sure you're investing in you. Make sure you're investing in yourself, in your health and wellness. And I want you to think how much you would spend to go to the chiropractor, even if you could get an appointment once a week, twice a week, how much that would cost you. And now you're going out of your home. Today, if you put down $90 today, that's the flexible payment, because it's on 5 flexible payments. Put that down today. We're going to cover the shipping and handling. We're going to ship this out to you. Now, you have that power in your own home to do this every single day. These things are built to last. This one particularly has that heavy grade heated steel. It is super strong, super sturdy, unmatched comfort and support here to have in your home that you won't have to pay somebody outside of your home. You are doing it in a natural, non-invasive way. So 5 flexible payments, right? That's your own credit card, your own debit card. Now, if you do have the HSN credit card, oh boy, this is good news. $37.50 is that first payment, and that is every month for 12 months. You have an entire year to pay this off. Imagine how many times you will use this in the year before you even get it paid off. If you don't have the HSN card or the Zulily card or the Q card that you see right there on your screen, easy way to sign up for it. You can call the phone number that's right there on your screen, 800-695-1418, or at hsn.com. Look it up there, and then you can take advantage of the 12-month VIP financing. Get this into your home. Also, it slides up, it folds up a little bit, so it's easier to store kind of against the wall, so you don't have to disassemble it to put it away. It'll basically stay like this, and you're getting all the added features. Today is the day. I implore you to compare shop. You're going to see it's more than $100 everywhere else, and we're adding in all the features to this one. You're getting that lumbar support, that extra lumbar support, which is also adjustable as well. You're getting all of the acupressure nodes to really pinpoint. These are movable, adjustable. You're getting 8 of these to put exactly where you want. It comes with the head pillow right up here, as you can see at the top, for comfort, and this is the one that flexes. Look at that 8-point flex on here. Look, flexes so you can stretch and you can move on it. It's got that extra long handle on the ankle system at the bottom, so you're not bending over to grab that. You, a loved one, someone you know, multiple people in your family, and as Riley said, maybe it's not the back issue, maybe it's just for maintenance. You want to make sure that spine is always elongated and healthy. And I'm not asking you to flip yourself upside down. You're saying, Ty, you want me to flip upside down? You don't have to flip upside down, right? You can go 20 degrees, 40 degrees, 60 degrees. And if you think, I'm not sure where to start, I would love to get this home, but I don't know where to start. Well, there is something called the Teeter Move App. Riley, can you talk us a little bit about, because I think that's what happens to a lot of us. We get excited about something like this. We know it's going to impact our life in a positive way. We get it home, and then we kind of don't know where to start. The app would be a great place to start, right?
Absolutely, because it has every single thing you could be thinking about. It starts with the user tips. How do I get on it? What do I do? And then it goes all the way through classes, and we're always updating it. We're adding new information, new classes, things where we're focused on sciatica or headaches, or you want to gain back flexibility. And we're going to have a trainer come into this studio, and they're going to give you a whole class. What can you be doing on the table? Like you said, it's going to show you how to fold it up, how to adjust it so you have the precision balancing, because you can see that Donna's using it and she has complete control. Her arms come back up to her side. She returns back upright. So if you have any fear or trepidation about your ability to use this, know that we're going to be walking you through it at the very beginning. From assembly, there is a whole section on assembly. It's 3D. You're spinning it around. You're stopping. You're zooming in. Again, it's very easy assembly because most of the big parts are completely put together. But then going through all the way to that very end when you're advanced, and if you want to go to full inversion, we're going to show you how to do that, how to get out of the full inverted position. But you never have to go to full inversion, like you were saying, Ty. You can stop at 20 degrees. Obviously, the greater the angle, the greater the stretch, but really there's a point at around 60 degrees that you're getting the full decompressive benefits. And the only reason you'd go to full inversion is, honestly, it feels really good.
Right.
I know people at home always, like, it's so funny. And if you read the reviews, and I encourage you to do that because there's hundreds and hundreds of reviews, because we've been on HSN, this is our 23rd anniversary, and you're gonna be shocked. Like, these stories, they're so heartwarming, they're so inspiring. But a lot of people say, I was scared. I watched years worth of shows. I wasn't sure I could do it. And then they post a picture of them in full inversion, and they said, this was never a possibility I thought I could do. But when you hang free, it's just like the release, that's straightening is just an incredible feeling. And this is my husband. Neither of us have back pain, but we have it in our bedroom because he works in construction and I work in a desk job. And they're two very, very different jobs. But the stress on the back is pretty similar. Like you have that tension, that little bit of ache, and we get on very end of the day. Seriously, not even 3 minutes. I mean, we say 3 to 5 minutes.
Right,
but
that's the other thing. Yes,
yeah,
you're exactly right.
It's not a big amount of time because it doesn't take that long for the spine to straighten out, for the disc to hydrate. It's kind of like filling a teacup. You know, you can keep pouring. Yes, you can sit here and just relax for 10 minutes if you wanted to, but there's a point where the spine's received the full benefit, or the cup is full, and you can come back upright and go on throughout your day. So literally, I go upside down, 1 minute, crack, feel it all crack, feel it all align, get into bed feeling like, and asleep.
And I love that you mentioned that. You talk about kind of pouring into a teacup, and that's what's happening. It's not just elongating, like, oh, it feels good while I'm inverted, and as soon as I flip over, I'm back to being crunched again. No, what's happening is you're giving the spine and you're giving the vertebrae, you're giving all of those discs in there space to fill in all of that extra blood flow that normally it doesn't get when it is squished down by gravity or by activity, or if you run or walk, right? This is really the only way to naturally, non-invasively do this, to fill it back up. So it's not just, oh, it feels good while I'm upside down and then I flip back over and I'm back to where I was. No, you are filling all of that up. Extra oxygen, extra blood flow, all into your back. And Riley mentioned precision.
And I want you to know, Prissy, this isn't built one size fits all kind of thing. You're 4'8", it'll work. If you're 6'6", it will work for you. Multiple people in the family can use this. You can move the acupressure nodes right where you want it. You can move the lumbar support exactly where you want it. Find your specific place that works perfectly for you, and then it will grow with you. And then that tether. I think that tether is really genius, and I know it doesn't look like much. I know you're saying, oh, you mean that little strap down there, Ty? Yes, I love this. This will make sure you don't go further than you want to go. There it is right there. You're just gonna adjust it. It has the little markings, different color markings on there. You're gonna start with that tether very short. And then you're gonna find yourself extending it just a little bit more. If you notice when I was on it, when I go back on it, I don't go back quite as far as Donna. Donna is the pro here, and Donna will go 70% back, I will go 25% back, right? And you will get the relief either way, but you have that control. Let's watch Donna. If you look right underneath at that tether, can you see that tether under there? And it pulls right there, and there it is. She won't be able to get further than that because that's where she set it right there. And that ankle strap is so comfortable. As I said before, unmatched comfort and support from the #1 name, and you're getting $100 off. Now, I would like to hear from Teresa. I believe we have a testimonial here from Teresa about how it impacted her life.
Unfortunately, my back pain became a part of normal everyday life. I have to get up and I have to go to work. I have to take care of my son.
Whenever I would ask her if we could go to the park or play a little bit of baseball, she'd always say, oh, my back hurts, I can't do it. It made me feel sad for her.
I felt like the oldest lady in the world, which is so unfair to my son, so unfair to me. When I first saw the product on TV, I said, that makes so much sense. It just has to work. The first time I just sat there like this is great. I knew this is what it was gonna feel like. I was waiting for this. It releases the tension in my muscles to help me temporarily take that pain away by stretching myself the opposite ways that I don't normally stretch. And it's just wonderful. It does so much more than just provide back relief.
I think it's helping her. She's been helping out with my baseball team.
And now it's almost 8, 9 o'clock sometimes, and the time just flies by because me and my son are having so much fun. The Teeter was heaven sent for me. It promises you relief, and it definitely provides you with that relief.
I love how happy her son looked in that tape, right? It wasn't just Teresa, it was her son, because now Teresa was more involved. She was more active. Feel better, move better, live better with the #1 name in inversion table. It's their 23rd anniversary here at HSN, so we're taking $100 off their #1 inversion table, which yesterday was the first time it was ever seen here on HSN. You know what else we're doing for you? We're giving you 5 flexible payments. Normally here at HSN we do 3. We're doing 5. You have 5 months to pay this off on your own credit card, your own debit card, your own PayPal. No added fee, no added interest. Another thing that we're doing today, we're gonna cover the shipping and handling. You're saving another $50 right there today for the 23rd anniversary, seeing this for the first time, the FitSpine inversion table. And I want you to compare shop. You're gonna see that we are at least $100 less. Now, if I can ask Riley, I hear this thing about an aging spine, what an aging spine looks like if you don't take care of it, if you're not doing inversion. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely, because it is something that you're gonna face in your lifetime. As you get older, we all know that you lose height. And what people don't realize is that most of that height loss is in the soft tissue of the spine, those discs that are helping give you your flexibility and your mobility. They thin out, and you can see that it changes our body shape as that happens, but more importantly, our ability to do the things we love, because we can't move in the same way that we once did. And what using the Teeter does is it's stretching out the spine and giving those discs the opportunity to be at their full height capacity and giving you back that flexibility. And you can actually hold off. I mean, it's not 100%. It's like the same way as you have a cream or something like that, that we're gonna combat the aging process. You can't stop it completely, but it is important. I mean, my dad at 83 was, you know, water skiing. He was active. He was hiking. He was biking. He was doing all of those things. And that's because he had this maintenance program. And remember, in his 40s, he couldn't even get out of bed in the morning. So that change in what your back feels like, what your back can do for you, can be dramatic. It's life-changing. And so this is something 2 to 3 minutes a day. You don't have to go to full inversion, but a way to maintain the health of the spine, not just that flexibility and the mobility, but the appearance that you have as you age, in the fact that when it's straight and when it's at its full height, you have better posture, you have better motion. My dad would always say, don't give away your age by how you move, because old people, you know, they tend to slump down and they get a shuffle in their gait.
Right.
And you see that change. But, you know, I mean, we have people, we have Millie in her 90s that took up Taekwondo. There's really amazing stories.
Yeah.
Because that flexibility is key.
Yeah, and it's quality of life. That's kind of what, when I think of the Teeter brand, I think of the inversion table. What I think of is quality of life, something you can do that is natural, that is non-invasive, that speaks to living a better life, right? That speaks to feeling better, moving better, living better. And remember, this is FDA certified Class 1 medical device, the only inversion table on the market. And take a quick look at your screen and you'll see FDA registered Class 1 medical device. You'll see it right there at the top. Indications for use. And look at this list. Either yourself, someone you love, or someone you know, or maybe you want to avoid these things and do your maintenance on the inversion table. Back pain, sciatica. We know how painful sciatica can be. We think that's in our leg. In fact, that starts in our spine. I went through that same exact issue. It starts in your spine. Spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension. This is all from the FDA. This isn't something that we just wrote up here at HSN. This is from the FDA. Herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis. Take a look at that list. This is what the FDA has registered this device as in the Class 1 medical device. This is what's saying this will treat these symptoms. Now, instead of going out and getting your back worked on and spending a lot of money, instead of taking that medication, which I think we have all been there, and sometimes you feel like there's no other way and you feel a little hopeless, well, today is your day. If you are sitting there, if you're shopping with me, and you are suffering from some back pain, you know someone who is, neck pain, hip pain, maybe there's a reason you tuned in this morning. Maybe you were just channel surfing and you saw this and you stopped by. Maybe there is a reason that you stopped by today, because you're getting $100 off, you're getting 5 flexible payments, you're getting free shipping. If you have the HSN card, you're getting 12 months to pay this off. And for a lot of us, and I remember this, when I was having my back issues, my doctor would say, well, you need to stretch. And I'll be honest, stretching was too hard for me. Back pain was so bad that I couldn't even stretch. All that Teeter is asking you to do is to lay back and relax. It is that easy. Unmatched comfort and stability with the upgraded features. That's from somebody like me who's had back issues. But once again, let's hear from the medical side. Let's hear from Dr. Tots.
The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day too and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
And I think that's anything right at the beginning of the year here. We're talking about kind of making little changes in our lives, or maybe big changes, but whatever it is, It's consistency. I always say consistency compounds, right? You need to do something on a daily basis. Maybe it is just getting out and walking. Maybe it is your spinal health, but you need to do it consistently on a daily basis. That's when we talk about deep tissue massage and chiropractic, we can't do that on a daily basis, right? Maybe you're taking medicine on a day and you don't want to take that medicine on a daily basis. This is something in the privacy of your own home that you have control over, that the FDA says it is approved to treat that back pain, that you can do on a daily basis. And remember, it is also UL safety certified. UL is the big organization that does all those rigorous safety tests. And Riley, I think it's important. I know we only have about 15 minutes left here, but I think it's important that we get into that and talk about UL safety certification that we're seeing there on our screen.
Absolutely, because it's huge. No other inversion table is UL safety certified and FDA registered to treat those 10 different types of back pain. And the reason we're able to hold that 1,200-pound load and this cycling test, which is 30,000 cycles with a 300-pound load, is we use different steel. So the other inversion tables out there use regular steel, and this is a study done with the Teeter versus those other competitors. Now that dashed line at the end, that's the basic safety requirement set by UL, which is a third party that said a table should at least be able to do this to be considered safe. And we went beyond that. The test was stopped for time, and it was in perfect condition. My dad even jumped on it and did some sit-ups, did some stretches.
I bet he did.
Perfect. Now, the other tables looked like they got in a car accident. They were mangled. And believe it or not, you're thinking, well, how is that possible? But the steel flexes as you're using it. So just think like a wire coat hanger. If you bend it back and forth, it will eventually snap. And that's what they did. The metal bent and it broke, and it failed at where you're holding your ankles in. Down here, it failed up here. It was catastrophic failures. And the problem is that product can be imported in and put on websites and sold out there to you without having to meet any safety requirements. So you need to take the time to look for that UL safety certification. And again, we are the only ones, the only brand that meet that. And we're the only ones that have the FDA registration for those 10 different types of back pain. And that's because we build the product for the benefits. You'll notice that our bed design is very unique. That's because you need to get that decompression, that body slide. We're trying to get that stretch. So we use a firm surface to allow the body to slide. We have features in the bed that are absolutely unique to Teeter. We're the only ones that have it. We have the lumbar bridge that is adjustable on the bed to low or high, a high arch, a low arch, and that allows you to get a deeper stretch in the lower back. It stops the butt from sliding and allows the back to get that full deep stretch that's going to feel so good. We have the acupressure nodes because muscle tension can actually stop you from fully aligning. So allowing you to get to that muscle tension and release it is going to help straighten out the back. All of this facilitating the benefits. Now, previously, we put the bed frame directly onto the steel. And you guys at HSN, because we do read your review, said, you know what, it's a little too firm. I would like it to have more cushioning. And we thought, well, gosh, how are we going to do that without losing some of that decompressive benefit? So the engineers put it on 8 points of floating suspension, and that gives it that flexibility. So it gives and moves with you to give you that comfort without decreasing your ability to get that full stretch, to get that full relief. So, I mean, obviously, when you're buying a product like this, you are not buying something because you actually want to hang upside down. You want the relief. So these key stuff of what we're doing here, the fact that we're the only brand that's FDA registered for those 10 kinds of back pain is really really critical, right?
No, it really is. And that's why Teeter is the #1 name worldwide when it comes to inversion tables. You want the one that is FDA certified. You want the one that is UL certified. You want the one that has gone through different iterations where they've learned, oh, we can make this more flexible. Oh, if we add the lumbar support there, we can stretch out the back a little more. Everything is adjustable. It's precise. It can be multi-users. If you're 4'8" or you're 6'6", you can use it. All the adjustability in this, that's why we continually turn to Teeter, not just to elongate the spine, but for quality of life. This whole hour, we're talking about 3 things this year. We're talking about feeling better. We're talking about moving better. We're talking about living better. Is it gardening that you like to go out and do and you find that sometimes your back stops you from doing that? Maybe it's golf. Maybe it's the walk. Maybe it's chasing the grandkids around. Maybe it's just sitting at work. Maybe all of those issues can cause that back pain. And when you feel that kind of sciatica in your leg, it's not a leg issue. It is a spine issue. It starts right there in your back. Your spine is literally and metaphorically the backbone of your overall health. And there's Donna stretching left and right. It is not just rehydrating that spine, you can also stretch. She is increasing mobility. You're going to be able to increase flexibility, increase blood flow, and that big breath and exhale. And that's how everybody feels when they sit up from it. They just exhale, and it feels amazing because that spine is realigned, and it's something you can do every day, just a couple of minutes a day. And here's what we're offering you today, $100 right off the top. You're going to find anywhere else is at least $100 more. It's the 23rd anniversary of Teeter here at HSN. 5 flexible payments, right? That's your own credit card, your own debit card. That's $90 a month for 5 months, no added fee, no added interest. We're going to cover the shipping and handling today, but if you have the HSN card, oh, it's your day, because this is why you have it. You have a year to pay this off. 12-month VIP financing. That's $37.50 a month. Now, you just pay your minimum every month, right? And you pay it off within 12 months. And it's as good as cash, and you are getting this home and helping to rehabilitate your back. Speaking of rehabilitating, speaking of the positive effect it has on your life, I'd love to hear the testimonial from Mark and Lisa if we have that ready.
The Teeter was so sturdy, very smooth, just raising your arms and all of a sudden you're just swinging back up. It's not like you're straining or anything. So that kind of ease of use was actually shocking.
I saw that it was UL listed, and that was important to see that. You can feel how rugged and how solid it is. And it goes together very quickly, very easily, and you get on it and you feel secure, you feel safe, and you feel your spine open up. It's great.
I love that. He hit it there. Secure, safe, sturdy. And what was important to him, that it was UL listed. That is safety. That means it's gone through all of those rigorous safety tests. And it is the only, Teeter is the only inversion table on the market that is FDA certified as a Class 1 medical device. You're getting $100 off today. If you've ever wanted to try it, if ever in the back of your mind you thought, how would that feel? Is that for me? This is your opportunity now for you or for a loved one or for someone you know. We're going to cover the shipping and handling. Remember, you have 30 days always here at HSN to try something out. You have 5 flexible payments. Read the reviews. It is a customer pick. This is their #1. This is the one. They offer other inversion tables, but this is their #1. Take a look right there. From that elongated bar and the ankle strap, adjusting your height, that ergonomic perfect fit right there. And all you do is recline and relax. And then you've got those acupressure nodes that you can adjust and put right where you need it. That perfect balance, you're just using the weight of your arm, and then you have that lumbar support as an added feature as well. This one in particular is easier to get into. It's easier to get out to because of the upgraded platform as well. This is your opportunity today. This is your opportunity to start the year off. We are asking you to explore the possibilities. I want you to explore the possibility of taking the power back, right? Being able to do this in your own home, right? What is it worth it to you to get back to that activity? Maybe it's golf, maybe it's running or walking, playing with the grandkids, maybe gardening more, maybe just standing in the kitchen. You love to cook, but you find just standing in the kitchen, you feel that pressure on your spine all all day. That spine is compressing. This is what it's going to do for you. It's going to help to increase flexibility. It's going to help to increase mobility, help to increase blood flow, and decompress the spine. See all these added features? You see the traction handles that are added there. You see the tether on the bottom. And then if you do want to go full inversion, you don't have to get the benefits. Look at that. You can go full inversion on this thing. And then you got a nice little place right there. Maybe you put your phone there because you want to make sure you're getting your alerts or your water bottle. You're getting a 5-year warranty. Boy, there is no opportunity like today. I know we have less than 10 minutes to go here, but if I can say again that your back, your spine is literally and figuratively the backbone of your overall health. And my guest today, Riley Teeter from the Teeter family, who has brought relief to so many millions of people around the world, I think would agree with me. Riley, a lot of times the issues that we have, the pain that we feel starts in the spine.
That is so true. As you said, it's the backbone of your health. It's Grand Central Station. Your spinal cord runs through there. All the communication between the brain and the rest of the body happens through your spine. And it is so susceptible to damage. I mean, back pain is epidemic. 80% of Americans will experience it at some point in their lives. The options that you have when you have back pain are incredibly limited. You are dealing with symptoms only. You're taking something, you're making appointments. It's very difficult to deal with back pain. It takes a long time to get to a point of feeling better. And then you're always worried, like, am I going to trigger it again? Am I gonna do something that's gonna set off that back pain again? So this is something where you have control. You can turn to it when you want to. You can have a maintenance program, just like brushing your teeth makes them function longer and better, look better, feel better. This is something you can do every day for 3 to 5 minutes that's going to stretch and relax the muscles. It's going to realign the spine. So think about that. If you pick up something funny and you feel your back go out, just go in, get on your teeter. It's gonna realign your spine. If you are sitting at a desk all day, and that's what happens to me, is I get done with the day and the tension in my shoulders is so incredible because all day long I've had my hand on my mouse and it's rolled over, my head is projected forward, and I start to get those tension, that ache. You can go straighten that, you can go stretch that, get your head back on top of your shoulders, correct your posture. But also the big deal, and this is the game changer, and this is why so many people talk about the relief and talk about the way that it changed their life, is that decompression. And you can go and get that mechanically done at places, but you're only getting, a treatment once a week, and then it stops. This is something where it's using your own body weight. So this is my husband. He's 6'2". He can get on and stretch out, and it's the perfect stretch for his body and his body weight. And I can get on and get the same perfect stretch for me. You just simply adjust the height. You rotate to the angle that you feel comfortable at. You let gravity do the job.
Yes.
Kick back, relax, and then get up and feel better.
Yes.
It really is that simple.
And have that consistency. I love that you keep speaking to the consistency of it, because anything that we want to do, anything that you want to improve, you need consistency on a daily basis if you can, and a lot of us can afford to go to someone on a daily basis, right? But this is something you can do in your own home daily, and then it will grow with you. It's not the same over and over again. Maybe you start at a 20-degree angle, and then all of a sudden you're at a 40-degree angle, and then you find yourself, well, I can go back a little further, 60-degree angle. It feels better and better. Maybe you start at 1 minute, 3 minutes, and then 5 minutes, and just as Riley said, how many times, if you're shopping with me this morning, I want you to think about how many times, probably recently, probably over the holidays, you went to pick something up and went, whoa, what is that? Like, I'm a pretty healthy guy. What is that in my back? And then it felt weird for a couple of days, and maybe you had to call someone to get an appointment, and it's a whole thing. You can immediately go to your Teeter FitSpine Inversion table wherever you have it placed, in the garage, in your home, in the spare bedroom, in your bedroom. Immediately go to it, realign right? Stretch those muscles out. Maybe do it a couple of days, a couple of mornings. You have the power of that. That is what 2022 is going to be. That is what the possibility we're exploring today is, giving you the power back. And now here at HSN, we try to make it easy for you to get this home and try it out. For one, we're taking $100 right off the top. That's what we're doing today for the 23rd anniversary of Teeter. I want you to shop around. You're going to see we are at least $100 less. We're also giving you 5 flexible payments. That means you have 5 months to pay this off as good as cash, right? All you do is pay $90 a month for 5 months. That's no added fee. There's no added interest. That's on your debit card, your credit card, whatever you want to do, your PayPal. Now, if you have the HSN card, it gets even better. Or if you sign up for an HSN card today, qualifies for 12-month VIP financing. We're giving you an entire year to pay this off. Again, as good as cash, no extra fee, no extra interest on that. As long as you just make that minimum monthly payment for an entire year, you have to pay this off. I want you to think about how many times you're going to use this, how much pain relief you are going to get over that year. And I want you to imagine for a second, I want you to explore this possibility for a second of being able to breathe again, having a go-to when that back pain starts to rear up, having a place to go to that's right there in your own home, taking control back, you and everyone else in your family, because of the precision of this particular machine, because of the customizable ability of this machine, the height, the lumbar support, the acupressure nodes, all of that today. This is their #1. Yesterday was the first time it was ever on air here at HSN. This is their #1, and this is your opportunity to relieve some of that pain. I know I lived with that pain for so long, even before and after I had back surgery, and I felt helpless that I had to go to someone else and pay a lot of money and ask them for help, and things weren't working. You can now have the power in your own home every day. I just ask you to give it a try. Let us cover the shipping and handling. Let us ship it to you. And when it gets to you, it's 85% put together. Everything that this very impressive machine that you're seeing here, you're not having to put together every single piece. And you get the app that walks you through exactly how to put it together. Not only that, but it walks you through exactly how to use it from beginner all the way up to full inversion. Here's your item number. It's 786-741, right? This is your day. I want you to read some of those customer reviews while you're there, how people keep using the phrase life-changing. Get back to living that life that you want to live, that physical life that you want to live. Get back to doing that, and all you have to do is what Donna's doing right there. I know we're all busy on this Sunday morning. If you could take a quick look at your screen, our lovely Donna, what is she doing? She is reclining, she is relaxing, and at the same time, decompressing that spine, increasing flexibility, rehydrating those discs, all of that by just laying back, relaxing, and watch. She's controlling the whole thing with just the weight of her arms. Riley, we have about a minute left here to go, but this is something that has such a positive impact on people's lives because it allows us, like I said, feel better, move better, live better.
Yes, absolutely. And I think when people are thinking about this, the big thing for me is go read the reviews. I think you'll find somebody that is in a similar position as you. You will see that they were probably, or they definitely were nervous to start. I know that you're looking at this and going, I'm not sure. And now they're pros and they feel the difference and don't take the time that they took of years of watching, see it, try it. And I think you'll be surprised that with just a few minutes a day, the difference that you feel in your ability to move, your flexibility, the natural pain relief is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I love that you said there again, natural, non-invasive, because a lot of times our options aren't either one of those, and our options are very expensive. This is consistency. Consistency compounds. Get it back. Let this be the year that you get that mobility back. Riley, I believe you will be on again today, either with Callie or later on this evening. I believe you're going to be back. Is that right?
Yeah, on with Callie. I think it's 11 a.m.
Okay, great. You'll have another chance to see it. Then Riley, lovely to meet you. And I just want to say from everybody here and from everybody who has a Teeter inversion table, thank you for the power you've given us over our back pain.
Yeah, thank you, Ty, and it was wonderful to meet you.